Hello, everyone, and welcome to another IFN interview. I'm Bruello, and today I'm joined by the biggest Irish rising star and the DKM plush super welterweight champion, Calvin Hayes. How are you doing, bro?
I am better than ever, brother. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, man. Thank you. So, you're fighting on March 21st against Ziggy Johnson in Ireland. How are you feeling ahead of this fight?
Bro, I'm feeling the best I've ever felt. I'm in the best shape I've ever been in, and I'm telling you now, I'm ready to put on a statement on that night. He's flying all the way over from New York. Let's get him airlifted back to JFK. No problem.
Amazing, bro. And now, let's look at the start of your boxing career, yeah? So
hmm
you started in SCB, which is small creator boxing, as you competed in the first DKM Rising Stars show, and you're now starting to compete at a bit of a higher level in crossover boxing. When you look back at your first fight compared to now, how have you improved the most?
We won't talk about that first fight. But look, I've improved a lot since then. I've come leaps and bounds. I've been training every single day that I possibly can. I'm just getting myself down to that gym. I'm staying active,
Mhm.
I'm staying focused, and I've been doing nothing but improve since that first day I stepped into the ring. Because look, before I stepped into that ring, I ain't never stepped into no ring in my life. I didn't put no gloves on in my life. I hadn't a
Mhm.
clue what I was doing. Barely training, wasn't training properly, had no coach, had no team, had no nothing. And now we've been brought to this level. We've built this foundation brick by brick. We haven't had anything coming into this, and now look at the level we're at. It just really goes to show you can do anything you put your mind at.
Exactly, man. And was there a specific moment that you felt like you leveled up as a fighter?
To be honest, I was bouncing around and around to different coaches, different clubs. Nothing was really suiting my needs. And then I
Mhm.
ran into a man called Gavin Dillon, Kingdom Coaching. He gave me motivation. He kept me down in that gym and he kept me wanting to go forward because I've met a lot of points in this career now that I haven't really felt the need or the love for boxing as much. But ever since I've met my kind of family with Kingdom Coaching, it's been a blast. You actually enjoy going down to training. You have a few boys there that you chat to every day, and all the boys are bang on. Shout out to the boys, man.
Amazing, bro. And can you talk a bit more about your camp? Like, who are you training with?
I am training with my main coach is Gavin. Like he's
Hmm.
always been my coach since the start, like till now. Well, not necessarily since the start, till my from my third fight until now. The past year or so, we've been completely locked in. We're sparring all these different people. We're getting exotic people in to
Hmm.
fight. I've been sparring some good names. For example, Jordan Burnett, which is owning Crown Boxing Promotions. He's a fucking legend. He's my homie. But like, other than that, man, we've just been sparring all these different people, staying locked in, staying as focused as possible, and that's essentially where it's been kind of turning around and lifting up.
Amazing, bro. And now, so you are already the DKM plush super welterweight champion. And now, with your fight against Ziggy, you have the chance to become a double champion. What do you think of Ziggy Johnson as a fighter? Do you think he's your toughest test so far?
Not a hope in hell, to be honest with you. I've met
No?
like I've met pretty tough opponents. I'm not gonna lie. Like one specific shout out I'll give to is to Tom. He brought me one hell of a fight. He brought me to hell and back. And look, we came out on the good side of that fight, but that was a fight that could have went either way. Nowadays, me and Tom are really tight. We're good friends.
Hmm.
I'd say he's been my hardest fight so far. Now I don't exactly know what Ziggy's gonna bring to the plate. You have to stay
Yeah,
ready for everything. Like I'm saying all this now and then. Ask me in a month and a half's time, and I'm going to be like, yeah, Ziggy was my hardest fight. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he's going to be some absolute animal coming into the ring, or oh, he's going to be some shy cunt. He's not going to do anything. You just have to be ready for anything that comes your way.
yeah,
So
of
for
course.
now, I'm going to go with my genuine hardest fight, which was Tom. But I will say that I respect him as an opponent and I respect him as a fighter because at the end of the day, it takes a lot to step into a ring and you have to have a
Hmm.
certain skill set to be able to step into said ring.
Of
So
course.
we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. Keep the eyes open, keep the ears open, and figure out on the night.
Yeah, of course. And now, we know that Ziggy Johnson has had Misfits experience as he's faced against Sami Hamid, who's the son of Prince Nassim.
Mm.
Do you think that gives him any kind of edge, or do you see that as something you can exploit yourself?
Sure, look, I can come up to you and tell you I'm the king of Somalia, but once that button gets hit on my chin, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't give him any sort of an edge, or it doesn't make me sit here
Uh-huh.
and be like, oh, he's been on Misfits, boys. Oh my God, he's just a normal human at the end of the day. He bleeds blood, drinks water, and breathes air. So, look, I don't care where you've been or who you are. We're still going to face off in that ring as two men.
Of course, man. Going back to the question of your toughest fight. Now, what has been your favorite fight so far?
My favorite fight so far was probably like, I'm not going to lie, Tom, because
Hmm.
the build up was there. He was engaging. He was promoting every day, and he brought the fight. He brought the press. He brought everything like that. Like for example, Gaffo. It was a fight that I genuinely did enjoy because I wanted to get my hands on him for a long
Yeah,
time.
of
No
course.
offense to him or at him, but like I wanted to lump him around for such a long
Uh-huh.
time. I got to do that. That was a fun one. Of course, it was good winning my belt and stuff like that. It was good going over to the UK and fighting on a card with some other big names. But
Yeah.
to be honest, the one I've enjoyed most is the build up with Tom.
Amazing, bro. And we've also seen you against other fighters like Mr. Boxing Scene. What do you think of him?
Bro, what do I think of that fella, man? Look, at the end of the day, chill guy or whatever, but he should stick to the camera, man. You know, he should stick to just holding that camera and just saying nothing, shutting his mouth because, like, he runs
Hmm.
his mouth a lot, but he can't really back it. He's like a chihuahua, all bark, no bite. Shout out to Kyle, love the
Damn.
Kyle, whatever, man. But I'm an honest guy, you know. I'm not gonna sit here
Hmm.
and lie to you.
Of course, man. So, we know that you started as a small creator boxer from the small creator boxing scene. Pound for pound, who do you think are the top five best small creator boxers?
Let's be real with ourselves here. What is the small creator boxing scene? The thing has completely fallen off. The thing is completely dead. That thing was around for maybe a year. And then it's like just dragging a dead animal on a lead because you want to take it on a walk and you miss it, like, you know, because at this rate, it's dead. There's no promotion, there's no big names, there's no numbers, there's no nothing. It's just completely gone. But from the small creator boxing
Hmm.
scene, my top five most definitely would be, I'm not going to put it in order because I'm not going to ruffle no feathers here. And
Sure.
fights really depend on what sort of a state you're in. So I'm going to say myself, Jack Does Boxing, Dino, Jazz. Let me think. Vanilla Gorilla. 100%, man. That's the
Ooh.
top five. I'd send them five men on stallions into war. I swear to God, man.
And now, going back to your fight on March
Hmm.
21st, you are fighting in your home country of Ireland. Has that added any pressure or added motivation for this fight?
Not in a sense pressure, but like the feeling that, like, for example, every time I fought in the
Hmm.
UK. It wasn't really like a home audience, or I didn't have everyone I loved and cared about around me. Of course, I have my brother Jamie, who's beside me right now, and he's going to be in the corner for this fight. But other than that, like, it was just a load of randomers, a load of Brits. Like, I'm like, who are you, man? I don't care what you think. So I just stepped in there and had a good knock. But this time, like, my family's going to be there, everyone's going to be there. It's going to be a bit of a mad one.
Hmm.
But we're still just going to stay focused and focus what's in the four corners of that ring because, yeah, it's great having everyone outside the ring, but you focus on that after the fight.
Of course, man. And now, how do you see this fight against Ziggy Johnson playing out?
It depends on a number of factors. You know, I don't know what he's going to show up like. I don't know what I'm going to show up like. So, obviously, I'm going to sit here and say I'm going to win by either a TKO or a KO, but it's not going the
Ooh,
distance, and I promise you that.
interesting. Okay. And have you seen Ziggy's previous fights against other SCB fighters?
Yeah, like, he had a fight, if you call that a fight, off 20 Rose there a couple of weeks ago.
Hmm.
They were just swinging handbags, heads down, looking like two dudes outside a pub in Temple Bar. So, like, yeah, whatever. He has this big name, this experience. He has all this other crack going on. I couldn't even tell you half the shit that he is. He's out there. We'll say that, but like, where's the skill?
Yeah,
Where's the skill, man? Where's the chin, man? You know, I'm just gonna find that off button on him quick, fast, and I'm gonna lay him out. That's just the way it is. Like, you know, it's Zach Ziggy Johnson we're dealing with here, not no
hmm,
Sammy Hamid, Prince Nassim's son, and shit like that. Like, obviously he's a man. He's
exactly.
gonna bring a good fight. We're just gonna see what happens. But I'm not in any way, shape, or form feared of this man. Like, you know, I have no fear towards this man. I have no second thoughts towards this man. I know my own capabilities and my own skill, so I know what I'm gonna step in there and be able to do. You know.
Amazing, bro. And now, if you win this second belt, which is the Crown International Influencer title, Does that open the door to bigger crossover names? Maybe even headline a few shows in the future?
Well, it depends on the option I choose after me fight, because I have a couple of options lined up there, and I'm thinking of a couple of things. We might be taking a little break
Mhm.
for a month or so, but other than that, I know for a fact this will be able to open up opportunities because look, I'm able to run my mouth and I'm able to fight. That's a rare thing in this generation because everyone just yaps, 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 but they can't
Mhm.
really back it up, like
Yeah,
obviously I'm no Canelo or I'm no bleeding Ryan Garcia around, but I still step in there, I still do my thing, and I've came out on the side, on the good side, 3 out of 4 times. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna keep talking, keep doing my thing, keep putting myself out there, and hopefully these opportunities come to me, because at the end of the day, no matter what sort of an opportunity comes towards me, I'm gonna respect it because I'm not gonna be just half-arsed doing it or not putting my all into it. I'm gonna make sure I put my all into it, as I've been putting my all into this fight, as I've been putting all my all into every other fight. We're just gonna see
exactly,
what
man.
happens and see what way the wind blows, man. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, and hopefully these other opportunities come on. I'm not gonna sit here and beg for no opportunities. Oh, please put me on Misfits, man, Taylor. I know that's not gonna happen unless I work for it. So I'm just gonna keep on working, keep on building my numbers, which I have been doing.
Mhm.
We've been doing well on
Exactly.
socials lately, and I thank everyone that's been watching for that. But we're just gonna keep building this brick by brick. There's no point in trying to jump up a ladder, because what's gonna happen? You're gonna miss your step.
Exactly, man. And now, talking about other opportunities and maybe misfits, is there anyone on your hit list right now in crossover boxing? Maybe even some misfits fighters that you would like to face?
To be honest, anyone can get it, but there's a few faces I would like to punch in on Misfits, man. First of all, we're gonna go with Jarvis. He has a shiny belt and he
Hmm.
has something I want. Obviously, that's way down the line or whatever, but
Yeah, of
we still
course.
got to start somewhere. And where I'd like to start is Sammy Hammett. He might be the
Ooh,
son of Prince Nassim, man. Oh, a big scary guy. Like, what does that what's that have to do with you as a fighter? You might be getting trained and taught a certain way, but look, he doesn't seem to have the fight in him like his dad does. I've
yeah.
seen him fighting Ziggy, and he hasn't fought since. He's completely like shot himself or something. Just doesn't want to fight anymore.
Yeah,
But
true. Have you seen the rumors that he might have signed with Queensberry now?
good because he's a bit of a queen himself, isn't he? He's too afraid to fight, man.
Damn, bro.
Like, yeah, he's gonna get signed by Queensberries or whatever that is, man. But he's not gonna be doing nothing about it. He's just gonna sit back and be like, "Oh, I'm fighting guys," but like maybe in a year or two's time, because he's been telling everyone that he's gonna fight. He's been telling everyone he's gonna do and this. He
Yeah.
might as well step out and show himself as a man. Because what I've seen in that fight is you're either a fighter or you're not. You either step into that ring, you're a bit hesitant, and you're like, "Oh," or you're a fighter, man. You step in, you don't care what comes at you, you just lump them around.
Hmm.
You either have
Exactly,
the
man.
dog in you or you don't.
True. Are there maybe other names that you would like to call out?
As I said, anyone can get it. That B-Day fella, he's a bit of a weirdo. I'd love to punch him in the mouth. That's probably a different weight class to me. Obviously, we're going to talk unrealistic here and call out the likes of Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's a
Ooh.
muppet. He can't fight, man. He talks all this game, but he just can't fight. He actually looks like a dog in a paper bag in that ring. I'm telling you now, man. How are you going to get punched up by Chase Damore when you're this four-time world kickboxer? Like, all respect to Chase. Went in there
Hmm.
against all the odds. Absolutely whooped him around that ring. And it was a beautiful sight.
Yeah. And maybe, what do you think of this matchup? You versus Conor McGregor to see who's the best Irish fighter.
Yeah, not gonna lie to you. I get absolutely lumped around, but I still step in that ring, you know what I mean, man? Hit me a few solids, might get a leg kick in the face, a leg kick in the face, you hear me, man? What's going on? Might get a boot in the face, man, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna step in that ring, man. I don't care who it is in front of me. Bring me that money and I'm there.
Amazing, bro. And now, bro, what is your last message to Ziggy Johnson ahead of this fight?
Make sure you bring WD-40 for them hips of yours because I'm gonna make you dance around that ring soon. I'll see you soon. In like 22 days to be exact. You better get your ass over here safely so I can get you home unsafe. No problem. See you there.
Wow, bro.
That's all I got to say
Amazing,
from my
man.
man.
Amazing, man. And now, finally, finish this sentence for me. On March 21st, people are going to realize that Calvin Hayes is.
A fucking animal.
Wow.
That's all I got to say.
Incredible, man. Bro, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed and see you all next time. See you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the opportunity to IFN and to Leo. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir, man. Thank
Let's
you.
go.